Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It is that time to start decorating for fall, and I'm going to start off in my coffee bar area. I have it already ready to go. I always like to start with a clean slate. And then I'm going to show y'all everything that I'm going to be working with. Of course, I want to see what works and what doesn't. So most of this stuff is new. I do have some old pieces. I have pumpkins, I have pumpkin spice marshmallows, I have coffee, florals. I have these cute little pumpkin coasters and some cute little spoons. And now I'm going to start decorating the very top shelf. I started off with this cutting board slash charcuterie board that I got from TJ Maxx, and then added this Hello Fall sign that I got from Dollar General last year. I tried to add this vase with this floral in here. Both were from Hobby Lobby this year. I tried to add some pumpkins up top, and I was not loving the pumpkins up top. So I moved on to the second shelf, and I added this cutting board that I got from TJ Maxx, my coffee jars with my coffee in there, and then the pumpkin spice marshmallows. I tried to add some art. All the art that I have this year that you will see is from Temu. I put my little orange picture and with the little leaf and pumpkin spoons in there up top, and I was just not loving the setup. So as y'all can see, I ended up switching things around. I love the Hello Fall sign down on the second shelf so much better, and then on the top shelf I decided to add the art up top. I do end up using both, so at the end y'all will see how I did all of that. And I couldn't make up my mind with the florals and vases and stuff, but I do love how I ended up doing it at the end. And down here, this ball I got from TJ Maxx, and the pumpkins are from Hobby Lobby. And I was going to add some florals in there, well, some leaves in there from a old pics that I had, and some pine cones. And I thought I loved this look at first, but I ended up switching everything out at the end. And then at the top shelf, I added this amber pumpkin that I got from TJ Maxx, and the other little pumpkin is from Walmart. And then I tried to add this floral here from Walmart, but I was not loving it, and I ended up switching it out later on. And down here, I have this tray. I decided to put my little pitcher with my spoons in there. And then my jar I got from my pumpkin jar I got from Dollar General. Added my coffees in there. And then my pumpkin coasters and a pumpkin. Added my pumpkin mug. And then that little garland. So as y'all can see, I decided to switch the florals out. And I like the light colored florals in that vase so much better. And I thought I was done, but y'all, this is the next day. After I sat on it for a little bit, slept on it, I was like, okay, I'm not loving it still. It needed more. It needed a garland or something. So, I have these leaf picks that I got from Walmart last year and decided to put them on the very top shelf. And y'all, I love it. I think it made such a big difference. I also decided to put my Keurig back. I wasn't loving the tray. I did try my garlands that I had. I had some from Dollar Tree, and it did not look right. I did have my full ones. It still didn't look right. And these are perfect. I put the pumpkin jar with the coffees in there on the second shelf. And then I decided to put a bunch of pumpkins into the bowl, which I think turned out so much better. And then I added this pumpkin that I got from Dollar Tree. And then down below, I put the coffee jar and marshmallow jar down below in between the coffee machines. Added this pumpkin I got from Hobby Lobby, and then I put this Dollar Tree sign that has apple cider recipe on there from Dollar Tree last year. And then over here by my syrups, I put the pumpkin coasters and the little creamer with the spoons in there from Hobby Lobby. And then the pumpkin on top of the Keurig, which I think looks really, really cute. And y'all, this is how everything turned out. This is the very top shelf. I love how everything turned out, y'all. I think it all turned out super, super cute. Y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If y'all did, please give it a thumbs up. I will be doing some more fall decorate with me videos, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. In this video I want to be decorating for fall in my kitchen and the dining room. And as y'all can see, I'll be starting in the kitchen first because I have to put everything, I have to have everything out on my table. But here's everything I may and may not be working with. I do have somewhat of a plan, but y'all know how plans go. Sometimes some things don't always work out the way that you see it. So I want to make sure I had options. The first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting up this garland and with the light up above my sink. So I'm going to give y'all a bit of a preview of how the kitchen is looking now. I do have everything cleaned and cleared off. I always like to have a clean slate when I start decorating. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to go ahead and get started decorating.
I don't know, almost coin-looking leaves.
So over here in this little area, I'm starting off with this charcuterie slash cutting board that I got from Hobby Lobby. I love getting all of my cutting boards and stuff like that from Hobby Lobby. And then the vase is actually from Dollar General. It did have other balls in there. I did not like them, so I took them out and added the Hobby Lobby ones. I tried to add the soup bowl and then pumpkin soup bowl from Dollar General. I added my gold, coffee grinders, and then I started playing around with some pumpkins. Okay, so here I am adding my little cloche. I used to have that in my coffee bar area, but I really wanted to put it somewhere else this year. So I put it over here in this little area here, which I thought was perfect. And then I stole the orange pumpkin from my coffee bar. I think it looks so much better over here. It has that pop of orange, that pop of color. And then I just decided to put these little fall treats into the cloche. I use that little cloche all year round. Over here in this area, I added some chopping boards. I pretty much keep chopping boards over there in that area always. And then I have my Magnolia table book. And then I added this Hello Fall pumpkin cheese board from Dollar Tree. And I added this picture that I've had for so long. And then my pumpkin wooden spoons. I added a few more wooden spoons in there from Hobby Lobby. And then I try to add a pumpkin here because I really want a pumpkin there. I tried to add a pumpkin pie sign there from Dollar General. I tried at one point my pumpkin soup bowl there. with some salt and pepper shakers. And y'all, I don't know, I was really struggling with this area so much, so I decided to just go ahead and wait till the next day and figure out something then. Then in this area was another area that I thought was like, okay, easy, simple, I'm done. I just added the pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. I thought it needed something a little more like a tray or a little other little pumpkin. I wanted pops of color. So I tried to add my wreath and that little pumpkin for pops of color as well. And like I said, I tried to add this little wreath right here. I don't know what it was, y'all, but I was struggling. I was not loving anything that I was doing. I don't know if it was the pumpkin, this area. I always struggle with this area so much. But and then I'm like, I got frustrated and was like, I'm just gonna leave it like this for right now. But I end up coming back to it and the next day as well. So y'all will see how it all turned out. Here I am adding my soap, my pumpkin spice soap, into this dispenser. The pumpkin spice soap I had gotten from Walmart. Y'all, I normally buy all my seasonal soaps and stuff like that, hand soaps, from TJ Maxx, but this year I got distracted and totally forgot while I was in the store. But this does still smell good. And then over here, I added this pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. And then here I am adding my hand towels that I got from Dollar General. Well, actually, my husband picked them up from last year. Okay, y'all, so this is the next day, and I'm just adding the cutting boards again, and I've just turned the cutting board around a different way, and I love it so much more. And then I added the Hello Fall cheese board again, and my pictures with the wooden spoons in there. And then I added this LED candle that I got from Dollar Tree last year. And then all the LED candles are from Hobby Lobby. And then here I just took some old leaves from an old like garland or pick or whatever that I had. And I added a pumpkin there on top. Some pine cones, some florals. I thought it added that extra color and that extra pop of fall. I love it, y'all. I added another little pumpkin in there as well. The pumpkin is from Dollar Tree. I got either last year or a couple of years ago. But I love how this area turned out. And then added this acorn little plate from Dollar Tree. Added the stacked pumpkins over here. And then I added a cake stand with this pumpkin candle holder that I got from Dollar Tree years ago. Added the pumpkin soup bowl over here on my stove, and then the fresh baked pumpkin pie sign up above the stove. I put that there every year. That's the only place I think it looks good at. And then I added this tray. I decided to put the pumpkins inside of the tray, and then added some pine cones and acorns all around. Y'all, I think that looks so much better. And then over here on top of my microwave, I just added this pumpkin pie dish from Dollar General and some pumpkin and leaf picks. Added this fall sign, and then on my dining room table, I put my Hello Fall runner that I got from Dollar General last year. And then I added the Lazy Susan, also from Dollar General last year. Well, I've had it for a while. And then added this vase with some florals. I got them from Hobby Lobby this year. And then added these two pumpkins that I DIY'd and some salt and pepper shakers. Added some lights into the vase, and this is how everything turned out, y'all. I love it. I'm not quite sure about the runner, table runner, but it will just have to do for now. And then my coffee bar is pretty much the same, minus the orange pumpkin I stole. And y'all, this is how the kitchen looks. Added my Hello Pumpkin sign from Dollar General last year. Added some wreaths up above the stove. So I'm kind of just giving y'all like a little bit of an overview. I definitely struggled, y'all, but I love how everything came out. I don't feel like it's too much. I don't feel like it's too less. I love that little area there. That's one of my favorite areas in my kitchen. I love the lights and the garlands. Added some leaves to kind of give it that pop of color. And then added that lamp. That lamp is from TJ Maxx. I love that little lamp. I definitely want to get another one. And y'all, this is kind of how it looks like at night. It's not completely dark, but you still get the lighting and kind of get an idea of how it all looks. I love it, y'all. Everything is so fall and so cozy. I'm loving all the cozy vibes. Y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I would love it if y'all did. And I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be the last fall decorate with me video, and I am going to be decorating our bedroom. Here is everything that I'm going to be working with. I'm just showing y'all how everything is looking right now. And the first thing I'm going to do is hang up this garland that I got from Amazon. I definitely want to buy new garlands next year. I'm not loving these garlands this year. And then over here on our TV stand, I added some garland. Not really loving it, but I really feel like it needs something here, so it is still there. And then up above our TV, I added this beautiful fall picture that I got from Temu. It's one of my favorites. And then over here on my nightstand, I added this picture frame with this beautiful fall picture in there. And then this pumpkin. My daughter actually came up with the idea of putting like one of the fall pictures in there, because I was going through all of my frames and my pictures, which fall pictures would look better in which frames, and she wanted me to put one in there as well, and that was the one that worked best for that frame. And then over here on this nightstand, I have this Happy Harvest sign, and then the pumpkin from Dollar Tree. The Happy Harvest sign is actually from Hobby Lobby. It was one of my first, the first things that I had bought from Hobby Lobby. And I was not really liking the pumpkins over there on the nightstand, so I decided to move them over here on the TV stand. And they do light up. They came from Dollar Tree. And then over here, I went ahead and changed out the comforter and the pillowcases and added this pillow that I got from Dollar General. I was not really loving the truck side, so I decided to use the other side that is the plaid side. I guess that's what it is, plaid. And then I went ahead and added these cute little pumpkins. I believe I got those from Dollar General. I believe it was. Maybe last year or year before last. I'm not really sure. But I decided to add them on each side of the pillow. Last year I put this blanket down here at the foot of our bed, and then I added the the pumpkins, but I decided to switch it up this year. And then I was not really loving this blanket this way, y'all. This blanket I got from TJ Maxx, and this is the way that I decided to do it, the long ways, and I love it. I think it came out really, really cute. I really wanted to buy new blankets this year, a new blanket for the bed, but I could not find any blankets that I was really, really loving. But y'all, this is how everything came out. I have this YouTube fall ambiance going on. I may add lights to the garland, but I'm not quite sure yet. But I love how everything came out. Y'all, I didn't go too crazy. That little pumpkin is from Walmart. But I did not want to go all out. I never go all out in our bedroom. I would like to get some like maple leaf trees to go in there, though. I think it would look really, really cute. Y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Stay tuned for a home tour, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm decorating my living room for fall, and here is everything that I am going to be working with. I will say I think it is a little too early to be decorating with turkeys, so I will be waiting till November. I do like to decorate a little bit for Thanksgiving after Halloween, so I will be using the turkeys then. I pretty much have stuff everywhere. I've got signs, wreath, art, pillows, blankets. Here is all of the spaces that I'm going to be working with. I have a fall ambiance going on from YouTube, and I cut my fireplace on. I have this shelf right here to work with, and I also have this little area over here on this wall by my door to work with as well. First off, I'm starting with my mantle. I always start off with my mantle first. I always like to add some garland. This garland is from Amazon last year. I'm not really loving this garland this year, y'all. The leaves are falling off, and I had to really work at getting the leaves to look right. I doubled up on garland. I like a full garland, and I didn't notice it till this year. I could have noticed it last year, but I don't remember. But one garland has a little bit of yellow tone, and then one garland it's just orange tone. So I kind of doubled them up so that yellow tone can peek through, and then I added some lights. So I definitely plan on getting a new garland next year, but I think it still looks really, really pretty. And then over here on my right side of the shelves, I added this art. I was going to add a pumpkin here. I couldn't really make up my mind what pumpkin that I wanted to use, so right now I'm just using that one from Dollar Tree. On the second shelf, I added this cloche with some pumpkins that I got from Dollar General. And then the very bottom, I added this basket with this pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby right on top. Okay, y'all, so over here on the left side of the shelves, I started at the very top with this picture that I got from Temu. It's one of my favorites, y'all. I love it. Added this pumpkin from Hobby Lobby and the little pumpkin from Walmart. The second shelf added this Vintage Farms pumpkin patch sign that I got from Walmart on clearance, and I believe it was a couple of years ago. And then I added this this pumpkin that lights up from Walmart and a little pumpkin from Dollar General last year. At the bottom shelf, I added my bowl that I got from Walmart. I used my candles back inside. I used it for my spring and summer decorate with me. Well, it was actually my spring decorate with me, so I decided to just add some acorns and pine cones, and I really did like it. Okay, so here's another option that I wanted to try out. I decided to put a mix of pumpkins inside of this bowl, and I was not really loving it. So I ended up not using the pumpkins. Okay, over here I decided to move the cloche of pumpkins over here on this side with this sign. And then I added this happy harvest sign with this light up pumpkin from Walmart. Okay, so now I have moved on to the shelf, and this was pretty easy to decorate. I just added the pumpkins, apple cider hayride sign that I got from Walmart. I added these 2 gold candle holders that I got from Hobby Lobby and some candles. And then I added this art that I got from Temu as well. All my fall art was from Temu. I do have some Halloween ones coming, so I can't wait to use those. And then I added some garland. I do later on add some floral near the art because I could not make up my mind what I wanted to put there. Here I am back over here at this bowl. I just went ahead and added my candles back. I put some batteries in there so they can light up. And then I felt like it needed a little bit more. So I decided to add some leaves that came off of an old pick that I had that I wasn't using anymore. And I did try to add some flowers. I was not liking it. So I went ahead and added my pine cones and acorns back inside of it. At one point, I tried to add like little pumpkins around. I think smaller pumpkins would have looked better. But I did decide to add like a pumpkin or 2. And I think it came out so cute. And I put it on the bottom shelf. This is how it looks. Okay, so over here I had some art from Bales, but I was not really loving the vibe with that art, so I really wanted to put something there, but I was going to go buy more art to put there, but I decided to put the wreath here instead. I normally put my wreaths on the door, but I'm like, you know what, I want to try a little something different. I think a wreath might look cute here, and y'all, I love it. I think it came out really, really cute. Okay, y'all, so I really felt like my shelves needed a little bit of floral. So, and I did not have any florals. I did not want to have to go buy anymore. So, I decided to just take what I had and reuse them. So, these leaves and these eucalyptus leaves are actually from 2 florals arrangements that I got from Dollar General last year. And the vase is from my summer spring greenery that I had used, and I decided to just put it all together, and I love it, y'all. I think it came out super cute, and I'm just switching things around here a little bit to see how it looked. Over here on this shelf, I added this floral arrangement that I got from Walmart. I decided to add a couple of pumpkins. Or at least I tried. I was not really loving how these pumpkins looked. So I just went ahead and decided to add this little pumpkin from Dollar General. Okay, y'all, so here I am back at this little shelf. Everything was perfect except for this shelf. I thought I was happy, but after I stepped back to look at everything, I was just not loving this shelf. It was bugging me so much. So I ended up just taking a step back, just sitting on everything, and just I decided to just come back to that. So I do end up redoing the shelves, which you will see at the end. Over here on our couch, I added this blanket that I got from TJ Maxx. This was the only blanket that I kind of liked. I have this Farm Fresh pumpkin pillow that I got from Dollar General, and then this orange pillow I got from Walmart last year. And the white pumpkin, I think, is either from Walmart or Dollar General. I can't remember. And then over here on our door, welcome to our home sign. I switched out the florals for some fall florals. And then for the O, I tried the pumpkins, but I ended up going with the leaf instead. I think it turned out really, really cute. Okay, y'all, so here I am redoing the shelves. I did not really change anything out. I did add a couple of things that were different, but I just basically kept everything the same and kind of just moved things around on different shelves. So the very top shelf on the right side, I decided to kind of corner the art. I added the pumpkin from Walmart there, and I think cornering the art looks so much better that way. And then the middle shelf added the bowl with the candles in there, and I really wanted to mirror the other side, the bottom of the shelf, so I decided to just add my smaller basket that I had with the smaller pumpkin. That way I didn't have to just go and buy anything else. So I kind of wanted it to mirror, and I think it looks really good. And then on the other side, I decided to move the pumpkin patch sign up top with the closure pumpkins, and then I added the white pumpkin. So like I said, y'all, I did not change things out very much. I just kind of changed things around. I also kind of cornered the sign. I really think cornering the signs and the art looks so much better that way. I moved the art to the middle shelf, and I just added the florals back and the light up pumpkin from Walmart. And the bottom shelf, I added my bigger basket with my pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. Okay, y'all, so here is how everything turned out. I think everything came out really, really nice. It's very cozy in here now. My daughter ended up waking up as I was finishing up, and we ended up staying up for a little bit, and y'all, she was loving everything. She was loving all of the lights, all of the fall decor. She especially loves that little pumpkin with the little smaller basket. She loves it. And she also tries to redecorate. She loves to decorate. I'm so glad that I was able to get everything done in one night, and I didn't have to just like sleep on it and come back the next day like I've been having to do. Y'all, this is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to our fall home tour of 2024, and I'm going to be starting off in my TV area. I have a fall ambiance from YouTube going on right now. Okay, y'all, so on my shelves, the very top one, I have this Vintage Farms pumpkin patch sign that I got from Walmart on clearance one year. And then I have these little pumpkins in this cloche here. And then a tea light little candle and a pumpkin from Dollar Tree. On the second shelf, I have this really beautiful picture that I got from Temu. It's one of my favorites. And then I have this orange pumpkin here from Walmart. It does light up, but you can barely tell the batteries are dying in it. And then I have this little floral arrangement that I had DIY that I made. I took two florals, different florals from two floral arrangements that I got from Dollar General, and I just put them together in this little vase here. The vase is from another floral arrangement that I had my greenery in from when I decorated for spring. And then at the bottom, I have this pumpkin that I got from Hobby Lobby on top of this basket. The basket is from Bales. And I have this garland. This garland is from Amazon. And I have some lights from Walmart. And then I have my fireplace going. On this top shelf, I have another fall print, also from Temu, and another pumpkin from Walmart. On the second shelf, I have this bowl that I got from Walmart. The candles are also from Walmart. I have a couple of pumpkins in there, and some leaves, and some acorns and pine cones from Hobby Lobby. And I really wanted both bottoms to mirror, so I have another smaller pumpkin from Hobby Lobby and a smaller basket. And then on this wall, on this shelf, I have a pumpkins, apple cider, and hayride sign from Walmart, also on clearance. Another fall print. And I have this floral arrangement here from Walmart. And then I have some candles, some candle holders, and some more garland. And then over here on our couch, I have this Farm Fresh Pumpkins pillow from Dollar General. I have this orange pillow, pumpkin pillow from Walmart. And I think the white one was from either Walmart or Dollar General. And then I have this blanket from TJ Maxx. And then over here on this wall by our door, I have this wreath that I got from Walmart. And then in our chair, our recliner, the blanket is actually new. I recently just got that blanket from Walmart today. I had to grab it. And then I have another pumpkin pillow. And now in our dining room, I'm going to start off in our coffee bar area. On the very top shelf, I have this amber vase, and the florals are from Hobby Lobby, new this year. The fall prints are from Temu. This wicker pumpkin is from, it came up with a set of 3, and I got them from Hobby Lobby. The amber pumpkin is from TJ Maxx last year, and I also have like a cutting / charcuterie board in behind. I got it from Hobby Lobby. The second shelf, I have another tray, like a cutting board / charcuterie board in the back from TJ Maxx. And then I have this pumpkin canister that I got from Dollar General this year. This pumpkin here is from Dollar Tree. The Hello Fall is from Dollar General. And then I have this bowl from TJ Maxx with some pumpkins in there. I have some leaf picks that I got from Walmart. And then down here, I have this pumpkin mug from Dollar General. I have some pine cones. My daughter actually added those pine cones the next day when I was doing some finishing touches, and she put some pine cones on there. She did have them right here in front of the coffee machine, but she was playing with them, and I decided to put them back when she was done, and I just put them there. And then I have this orange creamer that I got from Hobby Lobby. I wanted the pumpkin creamer, but they did not have it, so I got this one. And then some leaf and pumpkin spoons from Hobby Lobby. I have my coffee syrups. I have this hot apple cider sign from Dollar Tree. And then I have these jars. Coffee is in one, and then the other jar had pumpkin spice, pumpkin marshmallows, but my daughter and I ate them all up, so we need to buy some more. And then I have this pumpkin from Hobby Lobby. On top of my Keurig, I have these pumpkin coasters that I got from Walmart a couple of years back. And this is new. I got this also today. These really pretty orange mugs. I love these so much, y'all. I got a set of 2. And then over here on my dining room table, I have this Hello Fall runner from Dollar General. I have these florals that I got from Hobby Lobby. I love them. I'm really into the florals nowadays. And then I have this amber vase that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. I got a lot of stuff from Hobby Lobby this year. And then I have these 2 pumpkins here that I DIY'd. And then I have these 2 pumpkin salt and pepper shakers. And the only thing that I changed out was the tray. I had a Give Thanks Lazy Susan tray that I got from Dollar General, and I switched it out for this tray from Walmart. Okay, y'all, now in my kitchen, right here by the pantry, I have this Hello Pumpkin sign. I have these wreaths that I got from Hobby Lobby, new this year. I have this fresh baked pumpkin pie sign that I got from Big Lots years ago. Over here in this little corner, I have this Hello Fall cheese board from Dollar Tree. I have a cutting board in the back from TJ Maxx. I have this pitcher that I like to put flowers in. I put the spoons, like utensils and stuff like that, in here this time. I have some wooden spoons that have the pumpkins on there. I have this little candle holder that I got from Dollar Tree. I have this little pumpkin here from Dollar Tree, and I just put some florals, pine cones, leaves that I had gotten off of an old pick that I wasn't using, and just kind of set it around, and another little pumpkin. And then I have this acorn little dish here that I like to use as a spoon rest. And then over here on our stove, I have this pumpkin soup bowl from Dollar General. And then here I have some towels that I had gotten from Dollar General. And then over here, this is my favorite little area. I love this little area, y'all, that I decorated. So I have this homemade pumpkin pie sign from Dollar General. I have this vase that was from Dollar General. It had old florals in there. I took them out and put these florals from Hobby Lobby in there. I have these gold coffee grinders. They can also be pepper and salt grinders as well, I believe. I got them from Amazon. I have this pumpkin from Hobby Lobby, and these two pumpkins, wicker pumpkins, are also from Hobby Lobby. I have this little cloche that I like to use all year round for decor, for treats. It's normally in my coffee bar area, but I really wanted it somewhere different this year. And then the cutting / charcuterie board is from Hobby Lobby. And then up here over my sink, I have these garlands with some lights. I have this candle holder from Dollar Tree years ago, and this little cake stand came from Dollar General. And then I have some pumpkin spice soap and my amber soap dispenser. It was a Halloween one, but I took all the Halloween stuff off, and I've been using it ever since. And over here on this side of the sink, I have these stacked pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I believe it was last year. And then over here in this little area here, I have these two pumpkins that I got from Hobby Lobby. The tea lights candles in there are also from Hobby Lobby. I just put some leaves in there, some pine cones, some acorns. I also got those from Hobby Lobby as well. I have this little sweet fall sign from Dollar General, and this little lamp came from TJ Maxx. And then over here on top of my microwave, I have this pumpkin pie dish that I got from Dollar General. I do use it, not just for decor, but I do use it for the pumpkin pie that I make for Thanksgiving every year. And then I have these pumpkin picks that I think I got from Walmart. I'm just giving y'all a bit of an overview. It's very, very cozy in here. Okay, y'all, so in her playroom, in her little bakery area, we decorated her room together. She loves to decorate, so we always do that together. And her rooms are always the first ones that we decorate. She has this Hello Pumpkin sign from Hobby Lobby, this little Dollar Tree pumpkin with some pumpkins inside, also from Dollar Tree, and this little pumpkin dispenser from Dollar Tree as well. I always like to add a little something over here. The C is from Dollar General. And y'all, this is the main focus ever since we got her playhouse for Christmas. We have been loving decorating it. So I'm gonna start off. As y'all can see, it's a work in progress though. I've been painting it. I gotta paint her door. I have to put her mailbox back up. So there's still some little touches here and there that I have to do. But she has this pumpkin garland from Dollar General. This little sign here, Autumn Harvest Blessings, is from Dollar Tree. The fabric pumpkins are from Dollar General. The Pumpkin Spice for Life is from Dollar Tree. She has this little hedgehog new this year that she got from Hobby Lobby. The sea pumpkin is from, the orange one is from Dollar Tree. That one right there is from Dollar General. And these two pumpkins, someone got her those, I think. And I think they got them from Walmart. She has this Hello Pumpkin little little sign up here on her door. It's perfect. I always call her my little pumpkin. And then down below, she has this Farm Fresh pumpkin sign from Dollar Tree and some pumpkins from Walmart. In her Big Girl Princess room, the only thing that I added in here is her Cinderella pumpkin that she's had since her very first fall. She was a baby at that time. She's 3 now, going on 4. So I feel like this pumpkin was perfect for this room. I had just redone her room, so it's perfect for in here. And that's it. I didn't add anything else, y'all. Our bedroom. I'll start off at this nightstand. I have this Happy Harvest sign that I got from Hobby Lobby. And then this little light up pumpkin. I just don't have any batteries in there, but I got it from Dollar General. And then on our bed, I have some garland from Amazon and some leaf lights from Dollar Tree. And then here I have this pillow. It is reversible. It has like a little truck and pumpkins, and it says gather, but I am using this side instead. And then the 2 pumpkins that I have on each side of the pillow, I believe were from Dollar General. And then at the bottom of our bed, I have this throw blanket that I got from TJ Maxx last year, I think it was. And then on this nightstand, I have this picture, this print that I got from Temu. And a pumpkin from Walmart. And then over here on this wall, up above our TV, I have this beautiful print from Temu. It's also one of my favorites as well. And then down below, I have these 2 light up pumpkins from Dollar Tree and some more garlands. Okay, y'all, I'm just giving y'all an overview of everything. Very, very cozy. Y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.